Hi everybody, it's Brian Miller, the Executive Vice President of your Building Industry Association of Northern Kentucky, coming at you with a special edition of the BIA update. WOTUS. What does it mean? It's Waters of the U.S. It's a regulation that identifies what all waters are that are to be regulated in our country. I have here the 2015 WOTUS rule, and with the new 2020 WOTUS rule, this rule is deemed dead. Why is it important for you? A few facts. Nationwide, about 26% of the cost of a new home is due to regulations, and 75% of those costs are due to land use regulations. And out of that 75%, about another 85% of that 75% are because of waters of the U.S. You guessed it. So, what are the changes? First off, little technical terms here, ephemeral streams. These are things like roadside ditches, things that people have made, things that are only have water in them when it rains. They're going to be out. That's about 85% of the cost in Northern Kentucky of this regulation. So what does that look like? Think of some of our major projects around here recently. Amazon Prime Air Hub, the largest construction project in Northern Kentucky, purchased their credits for mitigation for streams of wetlands at a price tag over $50 million. What does that mean? That means that Amazon could have invested that $50 million in Northern Kentucky's roadways and infrastructure. They could have donated areas in Northern Kentucky to be able to handle some of their operations. That $50 million is gone now. It is in the bank account with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources, who have now amassed nearly $200 million that is just sitting idle doing nothing. That could be used for sewer upgrades, so we would stop having sewer overflows. It means that we could expand more to grow the economy in Northern Kentucky. There's a lot of things that can be done, but we welcome this federal rule. It will be filed in the Code of Federal Regulations in the next 60 days, and it'll immediately litigated. There will probably be an Obama holdover federal judge that will slap an emergency injunction on it, and then the lawsuits will begin. So what can we do? We will be working with the Louisville District Office of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to try to implement this rule as soon as possible, even during the litigation phase. We have a meeting in late February to do just that, and we are partnering with folks in our community, such as the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, and the Tri-County Economic Development Corporation, and others to try to impress upon the Corps of Engineers we need to go ahead and move forward. So the time is gone for the 2015 rule, and I can tell you what we thought of it, much like Nancy Pelosi thought of the President's State of the Union address. We are welcome to say goodbye to the 2015 waters of the U.S. Goodbye, no more, no thank you, it's time to move on. So, I'm having fun doing this. It's Brian Miller, Executive Vice President of your Building Industry Association of Northern Kentucky, saying ta-ta for now. Be on the lookout for a lunch and learn in the future, where we'll be bringing the National Association of Home Builders regulatory staff into our local market to talk to our coalition partners and you all in our development and engineering community about the new Waters of the U.S. rule as we move forward. Thank you all. It's been great news, and we look forward to seeing you at the next BIA update. Bye.